Ah, that didn't take you to where I want to go. It takes you to where I want to go. Darn I don't think I'm following the pattern for this correctly at all. I think I've got the pattern for this entirely bonkered out. Oh no. Oh, up. Going, I want you to go, not anywhere else. Oh, the other exciting thing. I did another exciting thing today. Speaking of, I'll talk about it as soon as I'm done this, because I feel like this guy, oh, that was not, right there, that was not skill at all. Another thing I have going on that is good. Big today. Done. Okay. Whew. Whew. Okay. Whew. My eyes are going a little bit fuzzy there. Okay. Of course, I guess he's Ghost Pokemon. You're cold, Merchant. Merchant, wanna cuddle a Ditto Gengar? Wanna cuddle a Ditto Gengar? I could also, I have Ghastly in arm's reach, so you know, like, they could keep you warm. The other ones are all the way over there, though. You can't see them, but they're far away, up on the ledge for the window. You're ready for this exciting thing? I've ever seen that guy that beat Pac-Man. I don't think I have. I feel like my brain comprehends Pac-Man on a god level, because he'd be dead first ghost you saw. Well, see, this is the thing. I've played this game a lot, and the bigger part of it is recognizing the patterns, and although I'm not doing that great right now, it's all about just recognizing those patterns. But so here's the big thing. Here's the big thing that I did today, aside from getting into the Twitch affiliate program. This morning, I had a meeting with Randy Boissonneau. And if you don't know who that is, it was like a roundtable thing for about LGBTQ2 issues. And Randy Boissonneau is the special advisor to Justin Trudeau, who is our prime minister in Canada. And we had great conversation. We had it was really good. So that's my bad. I had muted the microphone. Sorry. Hello, everybody. I'll do it again. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Rose. Hello, Kitty. How are you guys doing? I was saying, as I was foolishly had myself muted, we are playing Blades in the Dark. It's an RPG, pen and paper RPG. We're going to play it on Roll20. I've never used Roll20 before, and I've never played this particular RPG before, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited to learn it. And I'm going to get small, and I'm going to bring Kitty and Devilcore, who is also going to be playing with us, into the voice chat so that you guys can hear them as well. So get small, and then invite everybody in. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I am also going to bring in some music, just so that there's a little bit of background noise, but it's going to be very, very quiet on purpose. But I just gotta get that started. Where is it? Boop. Open. Whoa, what happened there? 1 second, guys. Let's just add folder, or no, not that button. I had this all set up and then I must have done something. It broke everything. Oh, I might have just deleted all of my music. That's okay. That's okay. Do I still have it? I think I did delete all of my music. Oh wow, I am so pro. How did I do that?
Oh dear.
It's okay, it won't take very long to get back again. Or at least to get some of it back. Let's just grab this small one. There's probably enough music in the small one to get it all super quick. Connect. Go. Let's just do that. Well, I get some music because I apparently had gotten rid of all of it. We can just begin, I guess. Also.
All right.
Yeah. Let's
all right.
do that.
Then I will just begin. So I'm gonna start with an explanation of the setting, because this is the very best place to start.
I agree.
The game takes place in the cold, foggy city of Duskfall, also known as Duskwall or the Dusk. It's industrial in its development, gunpowder, industrial revolution sort of theme. So imagine a world like ours in the Industrial Revolution, 1870s, trains, steamboats, printing presses, electrical technology, carriages, and the black smog of chimney smoke everywhere. Dustfall is something like the mashup of Venice, London, and Prague. It's crowded with row houses, twisting streets, and crisscrossed with hundreds of little waterways and bridges. The city is also a fantasy. The world is in perpetual darkness and haunted by ghosts as a result of the cataclysm that shattered the sun and broke the gates of death 1,000 years ago. The city of the Empire are each encircled by crackling lightning towers to keep out the vengeful spirits and twisted horrors of the Deathlands. To power these massive barriers, the titanic metal ships of Leviathan hunters are sent out from Duskfall to extract ectoplasmic blood from the massive demonic terrors upon the inked dark void sea. You're in a haunted Victorian-era city trapped inside a wall of lightning powered by demon blood.
I can dig that.
Each player in this game is playing a Blade, a character of the underworld, as so to speak. You'll be playing a crew. You'll be working together as a crew to increase your, well, whatever you want, really, but generally to increase your wealth, power, prestige, etc.
Do like prestige.
The crew types, I will just throw them out there. We can either do character creation first or crew creation first. But for crews, we have assassins, hawkers, the cult, smugglers, bravos, and shadows. And if you have any questions at all during any of this, speak them up as soon as possible.
Okay, so what is... I'm unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to actually, like, read the book yet.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between the crews?
Basically, what type of jobs is their main special ability. They don't have to just do those types of jobs. They can do any type of job, but each crew has like a certain types of jobs that are their speciality.
Okay.
So assassins are killers for hire, hawkers are sell illegal products, cults serve a forgotten god, smugglers transport contraband, bravos are thugs and extortionists, and shadows are thieves and spies.
Ooh. So do we each pick one, or is like we decide together what we're gonna do?
You, the players, decide together, and sometimes I find it helpful that you pick a crew first and then build your characters to match the crew, what the crew needs, or sometimes you can build the characters first and then build the crew to match the characters.
I think doing the crew first and then making the characters kind of fit into that might be a little bit easier because it gives us a little bit of direction.
All right.
So, Devil, do you have any preferences for crew types?
Well, I don't particularly like shadows, but everything else I'm okay with.
Okay.
You could be assassins, or bravos are cool. Do you have anything that you particularly like?
I was fond of the assassins and the hawkers.
Okay.
So it seems like you have an intersection.
Yep, let's be assassins.
All right. So,
Yay.
who do you want to keep track of the crew data? Do you want me to do it, or do you want one of you two to do it?
Sorry. I'd prefer if You did it.
All right.
Yep,
Then I
that
shall
works for me.
edit this character sheet to be the crew. It shall call it Crew of Assassins for now. We can think of a name later.
Okay.
And it is now in everyone's journal.
Okay.
So if you look,
Crew of Assassins.
Oh yeah.
and if I spelled that right, it just auto-fills a bunch of stuff for me. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh,
Alright, crew creation process. We've chosen a crew type. Begin with 2 coins in the crew coffers, 0 tier 0 stronghold, 0 reputation. All of that's been checked off.
Uh-huh.
And then we choose an initial reputation and lair. The reputation is how the city sees your crew. The given reputations are ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, or strange. And your crew can acquire more reputations as you go.
I am a fan of both ambitious and strange and daring. I like those. I like that just as a combination.
Yes, well, pick one to start.
Devil?
Well, I like ambitious and professional.
Well,
So-
then let's go ambitious. Let's be
Okay.
ambitious.
Alright. Alright, so then you make a lair. You begin at tier 0, so it's probably very modest or an abandoned sort of place. There are 6 examples, but we can create our own, and you can pick a half-sunken grotto in the city's maze-like under canals, a small abandoned house at the end of a dark lane, an abandoned watchtower atop an ancient crumbling wall, a rickety tin roof shack perched on a rooftop, the unassuming back room of a merchant shop, a junked railcar rusted in place on its old overgrown tracks. If you don't like any of those, we can make something up, but based on if you pick any of those, they sort of have predetermined locations in this giant city map.
Cool. I do like the idea of the abandoned house or watchtower.
Abandoned
Yeah.
Watchtower?
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
there I do like.
Alright, so we're probably somewhere in 6 Towers, which is on
Okay.
the east side of the city, right here.
Cool.
Deep, deep, deep.
So when I open up the Cruise of Assassins thing, am I supposed to see anything or?
We aren't allowed to have editing rights, so we can't see the actual shape.
Okay.
Oh, well then I'll have to fix that. There we go. So if you click on the character sheet tab, it should
Yeah,
show
okay, I
you.
see, like crew sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um. So you guys are somewhere in 6 Towers, probably. Um, there.
Oh, down where?
One sec. I just was looking at. Alright, you're probably right here.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, one sec. I'm just trying to pick a color.
Oh.
What's a good assassin color? Probably this one. Here. Right there somewhere.
Interesting.
I don't know if I saw it. Unless it's that
It's,
dark circle.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right here.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Yep. I see it.
Yes. That's your current territory, so to speak. I'll make it better in a bit. So then the next thing we establish is hunting grounds.
Okay.
You have chosen a small part of a district, in this case a small part of Six Towers, as your hunting grounds. This is the area that you usually target for scores, and you know it well. Your hunting grounds don't have to be in the same district as your lair. The area is small, only 3 or 4 city blocks, but it's still an intrusion on someone. The entire city is divided among larger, stronger factions. The GM will tell you which faction claims the area, and then you will decide how to deal with them. And I'll give you the options for dealing with them after you.
Pick where we're gonna be.
hmm I like murder. An obvious killing that sends a message.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good way to deal with things.
Yeah.
So where do we want to be though? Like
You can pick.
basically like any of the little blocks, sort of.
Yeah, any block. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this like central hub area. I don't know how to make it ding.
You
Left
hold
click and
down.
hold.
Yeah.
Right there.
Interesting.
Because it's a hub spot. You can go like anywhere from there.
Mhm.
So this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. That is called Mist Shore Park. It's a dark, overgrown space that overlooks the eastern branch of the River Dusk and the Deathlands beyond. Oh no, that's not the park's just to the east of that. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. That's actually the Rowan House, that hexagon. I can talk, I swear. That's the Rowan House, one of the last original 6 towers. This antique building resembles an ancient castle from history books, complete with moat and drawbridge and arrow-slit windows. The powerful Rowan family rules their holdings from within the fortress, rarely venturing beyond the security of its thick stone walls. So you'd be, if you chose that as your hunting ground, you'd be hunting outside of that castle, just around it, and you'd have to deal with the Rowan family not liking it.
I don't think that's a good idea to go there then.
Yeah, that sounds rather well reinforced. And probably have like lots of soldiers nearby, or something along those lines. Security of some sort.
Yep.
So maybe a safer spot. We're only little after all. So we're over here, so maybe...
Okay.
What about, like... there?
Interesting.
It's, like, close to where we are, but it's far enough away that, like... maybe people won't chase us back all the way home.
Where'd you ping again? Okay. Whoops, wrong way. Zoom the other way. So like maybe this block right here.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. No, 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 no.
So who are we
There
gonna
it is.
who are we gonna make angry?
Uh, Six towers. You're nowhere near there, you're nowhere near there, you're nowhere near there. Alright. Let's see here. The Grey Cloaks. A crew of former Bluecoats turned to crime after being framed and expelled from the City Watch.
Okay, well, they
Well,
don't
they
sound too
seem
tough.
interesting.
So many pages.
There is. I did actually, like, I picked up the book and I've got the PDF here now. It loaded finally.
Yes.
It's big.
Yeah. When I got the hardcover book, I was like, wow, this is a big book. Alright, so you can pay them off, give them 1 coin in exchange for giving you room to work. Pay the faction 2 coin as a show of respect and gain 1 status with them. Status is like your reputation or how friendly you are. If it goes from +3 to -3. If you're at +3, they'll do stuff for you without really asking why or too many questions. But they'll expect you to do the same. If you're at -3, that means you're at war with them, and that's generally bad.
You don't want to be at war with them.
And then your third option is you can keep your money and take -1 status with that faction. Right now you're at 0 with all factions.
I think we should give them 1 coin.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that.
Alright, I've removed a coin from your vault. When you execute an operation in your preferred type in your hunting grounds, you get +1 dice to gather information rolls and a free downtime activity to contribute to that operation.
I don't exactly know what that means,
Nice.
but
In this game, the core mechanic is rolling multiple dice and taking the highest number. So the more dice you have, the better chance you have of coming out with an outcome that is pleasing.
okay.
Then you pick a special ability from the Assassin's crew, which on the PDF is page 102.
Okay, up. So
I think since we're going to be killers, Crowvale is like the best. We don't gain extra heat for killing when killing is involved on the score.
see that on page 102?
102 should
Crow's
say Assassin's special abilities at the top, and then there's Deadly and Crow's Veil. Devil Core was talking about Crow's Veil.
Okay, 1 second. It's like actual page 102, not PDF page 102. There we go. Okay. Yeah. That sounds like it's probably good.
Yeah.
I would go with that.
Yep. Heat determines something called entanglements. They're problems that come up between jobs.
Well, we don't want any problems. I mean,
Yes,
we want to do this cleanly and not get in trouble.
Alright, so how did you come across this Crow's Veil?
I think like I like occult ritual, just because it's really cool.
So someone did some magic trickery, and now whenever anyone in your team murders, the bells don't ring and the Death Seeker crows don't fly.
Mhm.
So maybe we were like, there might have been like this cult that we were sent to go like assassinate somebody, and they cursed us. But I don't know. That would be beneficial.
Yeah,
So just to make
that's
more
not really a
sense.
curse.
Hmm.
Maybe
It
the
has to be
opposite.
like-
Maybe we were hired to go kill somebody, and they gave us this benefit to do it.
That's interesting.
Hmm. That could work. I'll just have to... Do we still do... the faction thing when creating a crew? It looks like we don't.
No.
Nope. Here it is. Yeah, okay.
You have to send crew upgrades.
Yeah, the faction thing is next, so let's see about that. So the next thing after choosing a special ability is assign crew upgrades. Each crew has 2 pre-selected upgrades that suit the crew. As assassins, you have training and insight and prowess. That means whenever you take the downtime action to train either of those, you get 2 XP instead of 1. And we'll talk about downtime later when
Okay.
we get to it. But those are good. Then you get to choose 2 additional upgrades for your crew. So if you're looking at the crew sheet, you can see crew upgrades. There's Assassin's Rigging, Iron Hook Contacts, Elite Skulks, Elite Thugs, and then there's also lair upgrades, quality upgrades, and other 2 more training upgrades. Well, 3 more. And then you can also get new cohorts. Cohorts are like a group of people that work for you.
Okay, so we are supposed to pick like 2 of these, or
Yeah, so you can if you see one that has like a box with links on it, that means you have to acquire all those boxes. So like if you're looking at the crew sheet, Hardened has 3 boxes linked.
Mhm.
So that means you have to put 3 crew upgrades into that before it unlocks. So Mastery takes 4 before it unlocks.
okay.
And then the rest of them, the ones without links, that means they have multiple levels. So like carriage is you get 2 carriages, boat is you get 2 boats.
I think
Secure
it's
is
the boat gets armored.
yeah. The boat is armored or something.
Yeah.
The vault is, if you look at the coin thing, if you unlock vault, you get to add more. You get to store more coin in your vault. Secure is the quality of the locks on your base.
Those are probably going to be important eventually.
Yeah. Hidden. If you don't have hidden checked, it means people either know where your lair is or can easily find it.
So I personally like either assassin's rigging for something else or hidden in quarters, so we can relax at our lair and not, be at risk of someone finding us out in the street.
Yeah. Quarters mean you get to live at your lair.
Yeah,
If you don't have quarters, you live somewhere else.
I am a big fan of the hidden and quarters. Hidden
Alright.
seems
Okay.
especially important because like you shouldn't know where we are. That's
Yep.
we're supposed to be all secrety.
Yep.
One faction helps you get an upgrade, take +1 status with them.
Yep.
Spend 1 coin to get dead.
I
And
think
then
this will be the same faction that helped you get the
The
Crow's Veil,
Okay.
and this will be. Woo. The Circle of Flame.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm gonna switch this over to faction mode.
Click on generate factions and it'll generate all the
Yeah, I
factions.
clicked it. It didn't do anything. There it is. So you're at +1 with them.
There we go.
Secret Society of Antiquarians and Scholars cover for extortion, graft vice, and murder. I like it. They sound cool.
Yep. One faction was screwed over to get this upgrade, and they don't like you. See if I remember who the Circle of Flames enemies were. Oh yes, I do. Lord Skurlock
Oh god.
is one of the enemies of the Circle of Flame. And he is also
Very scary.
Yes, very scary, but it happens that the Circle of Flame and Lord Skurlock both operate out of 6 towers, so they make perfect sense for this.
Yay. I would recommend a coin so that he's only at a -1 instead of a -2. Because at a -2, I think he actively tries to fuck with us.
Yep.
And -1, he just hates us. Which we can change later if you want to.
You know, I'm okay with him just hating us instead of actively trying to stop us. That's
Alright, I will put him at -1 and
Remove a coin.
remove the last coin from your crew. Yeah, there's a button. Somewhere.
Don't worry, we'll get that back. Don't worry.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
hopefully we
And
don't
then-
need any more coins.
Take a look. Take a look at the list of potential contacts on the crew sheet. Choose one of them who is a close friend, longtime ally, or partner in crime. The GM will tell you about two factions that are impacted by your choice. So those are on page
100.
100.
Aramina, a vicious noble, perhaps a potential patron for your crew. Oh, that laugh.
Iramina.
Maybe Lidra, a deal broker. Perhaps she acts as a liaison with your clients. So maybe we have a middleman who does all the thing for us.
That would help keep us secret.
We don't need to necessarily be secret. We just don't want people to find out where we live.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, keep us hidden.
Alright, so Lidra?
I'm a fan of that one. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Oop. Alright. Let's see here. Haha. Alright.
Also means we can have an easier time finding work.
Yep.
True. So what do we do after that?
I need to find two factions that are influenced by Lidra being your friend.
Ooh. Boy. So much fun.
Hopefully, just
Especially
everybody
read
loves
those-
us.
When you read the very last section, at your opinion, increase the intensity of the faction's relationship with your contact and take +2 and minus status instead. So if we want to, we could be friends and have enemies of a little bit stronger. More feeling in it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with some passion, right?
Uh. Hmm. All right. The ciphers don't like you.
Ooh, the messenger boys. At least I think that's what they are.
Yep.
Yep, they are.
They are an institution. Nope. They were some trade.
So at some point in time, I'm gonna need this character sheet. This part here in particular, explained to me because there's a lot of things on it.
Don't worry, we'll get to that. And I think the Wraiths are friends with Lydra.
Great.
Yes.
I forgot who they are.
They are mysterious. Nobody really knows. So are you taking +1, -1, or +2, -2?
I would prefer +1, -1, just so that we don't accidentally go to war right away.
That's probably a very good idea. Yeah, let's do that.
Alright.
We're bound to like have some accidents, and this is going to shift all over the board. Besides, we get to bring them up, which means we get to do favors for them. For jobs, I should say.
Which is a good thing. Like, that's how we
More
get
money in our
paid.
pocket.
Alright, and that is the end of crew creation. Except for the name.
I am terrible with names, so I leave that to you.
Well, we're a crew of assassins.
Or we could also do this. We could say the names for whatever the populace decides to call us based on our actions.
Yeah, we could do that. How would that work?
You wouldn't have a name yet. And then I give you one later.
So if you want to pick a name, pick a name. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
I did not think that far. Into coming up with a name.
Blades, new Google Docs.
I mean, I'm always a fan of the word elegant, but I'm probably a little bit biased there.
Maybe a little.
Little bit, but like elegant whispers. But that's just me being really fan of the word elegant. So,
It makes it sound like a group of, like a cultist or something.
yeah,
Like
it
a
kind of
group
does.
of arcane people. God, Steve. Just wanted to go and do it later.
Yeah, let's do it later. If we come up with something, we can.
Alright. Then, if you can see your journals,
Hmm.
Uh,
Yes.
you should have access to them.
Character sheets for
Uh,
ourselves.
Yes, exactly. So the first thing you do in character creation is you choose a playbook. Playbooks are Cutter, Hound, Leech, Lurk, Slide, Spider, and Whisper.
I am partial to the Hound.
I don't see those. Where are they?
Where's the short list? The short list, I think, is
Okay, I found it. I think. Page 2.
yeah, that's the short list. Cutters are intimidating fighters. Hounds are deadly sharpshooters and trackers. Leeches are tinkers, alchemists, and saboteurs. Lurks are stealthy infiltrators. Slides are manipulators and spies. Spiders are devious masterminds, and whispers are arcane adepts.
Ooh. I'm a fan of both spiders and hounds. So let's be hounds.
2 hounds?
Hounds, okay.
Well, or if you're gonna be a hound, I can be a spider. I will be a spider. Be like, ooh.
All right.
Okay.
Is there a spot that I put that on this character sheet?
It says
Okay,
playbook.
so- In the big upper right corner where it says
Oh, you can
playbook, if
edit
you type
that.
in, yes, you can. If you type in spider and you spell it correctly and click somewhere else on the sheet, it should autofill a bunch of stuff for you.
Spider or spiders?
I think it's spider.
Okay.
Yep,
It
It
did.
filled in Devious Mastermind. It filled in your starting stats. It filled in your XP tracker. All right. Now let's see. I assume Devilcore has watched enough that if I walk through with Elegant, you'll be able to follow along nicely.
Yeah. I already have like a character idea in mind, so
Alright. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Next, we pick a heritage. The heritages are Akarosi, Skovland, Eruvian, of the Dagger Isles, Severosi, and Tycherosi.
Okay, I'm trying
believe
to
I got
find
them
that.
all.
Okay, here we go. So this is where we come from, basically.
Yes,
yeah.
where you were born.
I very quickly skimming all of that.
Yep.
Definitely like Akaros.
Akaros, yep. You're from this land. You probably, maybe even born in this city, Duskwall.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Cool.
I'm thinking Skovlin.
Cool. If you notice in the journal section of Roll20, there's a handout called The World.
Okay.
And if you open that up and look at the picture, it shows basically the known world and a little information about each place. So,
So good.
you're welcome.
Yes, thank you. Hmm.
And along with where you're from, you want to write a little tiny detail about it. For example, if you're from Skovland, you might write factory worker from Lockport, but now a refugee. Something descriptive that gives your character a little bit of backstory.
Hmm. Do you mean in heritage or in background?
Yes, in heritage.
Oh.
So basically I could come from like either a mining family, would be based on what it says about Akros.
Yep.
Either that they're a Leviathan hunting family, but that sounds dangerous.
Yeah. Leviathan hunters are very rich and powerful. But also, Leviathan hunting is probably the most dangerous job in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with the rich and powerful part. Like that works for me, but I think I'll stick to the you know, like simple mining family.
So your parents were miners,
Yeah.
effectively.
Hmm. Well, for my background, I wanted to be like a part of the military, as a Skovlin soldier.
Okay.
So I don't know what exactly I would write down in heritage. If like the background is
Your background, you grew up in a family of blank and then moved and became a Skovland soldier.
okay.
So after you've chosen a heritage, you choose a background, and this is like after you were done growing up with your family, or maybe it might overlap a little,
Yeah.
but basically you went on to become something, and then somehow you ended up in this life as an assassin.
So I'm a fan of academic for me, because my poor family tried to get me through school, and that's why I'm a mastermind.
Nice.
Interesting.
So yeah. So academic, and then were you sent to Duskfall to study
Yeah,
at Duskfall Academy?
yeah, I think so.
Alright.
And that's how
Alright,
come I'm
so-
there too.
Academic, a student of Duskfall Academy.
Hmm. Let's see.
Alright, after you're done with that, you're going to assign 4 action dots. You have 3 already, as you can see,
Okay,
based
so
on
these
which
are-
playbook you picked.
Yeah.
You're going to put one dot in any action that you feel reflects your character's heritage. 1 dot in any action that you feel reflects your character's background. Assign 2 more action dots anywhere you please, remembering that the max dots you can have at character creation is 2.
Okay, so...
So you, as a spider, you cannot increase consort because it's maxed.
Yeah. So, for my background, study makes the most sense.
Yes, I would agree.
School, and then for my heritage...
From a family of miners, I think 3 of these could make sense.
hmm.
They could have taught you how to survey rocks for minerals. They could have taught you how to tinker with tools. They could have taught you how to destroy things with wreck. And if you need to know what any of these actions do, there's a page for that.
Let's see here. Let's see what I can find. Page 180 for Tinker. I am a big fan of PDFs because you can search them.
Yes, I agree. Yes, that is starting at page 170 is the detailed,
Descriptions of them.
super detailed descriptions.
Hmm.
God, I really don't know what to do for my heritage.
What's your heritage? Scoveland?
Yeah.
Uh,
Trying to think because I can't remember what they do, other than like that horrible toxic refinery plant that I want nothing to do with.
Yeah, Scoveland has factories. What else did they have? They live in the mountains and rough tundra. They probably do a lot of hunting and fishing, although nobody really does fishing.
I could do hunting. Maybe he was a hunter and then became a military stolen soldier. Because of a certain incident.
Yeah.
So I went with survey for my heritage point, because I like that one. And then I still have 2 more points to put.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have 1 from your background, 1 from your heritage, and then 2 more anywhere you like.
Well, I like sway a lot, so I think I'm gonna put them. But I also like wreck. Gonna put a dot in each of them. So I'm a little bit destructive and I lie.
Cool. The next thing you do after you've placed all your dots is pick a special ability. I think for the spider they're on page 82. So you have Foresight, Calculating, Connected, Functioning Vice, Ghost Contract, Jailbird, Mastermind, and Weaving the Web.
Okay, second. 82 you said?
Yeah.
Let me put in what my class gets for abilities. Hound.
I need some water, so I'll be right back.
Okie dokie, I'm
Okay.
just reading these descriptions, so.
So anything strike your fancy?
So, the ones that strike my fancy the most are Foresight and Calculating.
Calculating was a good one. Foresight is also good, but since there's only just like you and me, you'd just be giving me like it's 2 free help rolls, right?
Okay. So what about Functioning Vice, though? Because that could be good.
I think what does it say? I
That's
think you like
when you indulge your vice, you may adjust the dice outcome by 1 or 2 up or down. An ally who joins you may do the same. So I'm not sure how vices come into this yet, but
overindulgence, which is when you go crazy and you know over the top. Well, to me, is what you like more. Because Cacting gives you an extra downtime action, so you could do like.
That's the one I'm leaning towards. So, but I don't know where to put that on the character sheet.
Okay, right under where it says harm, there's like three boxes and then special abilities.
Okay,
You
yeah.
put it in special abilities. Right now, I'm just filling in each of the special abilities that the hound gets, and then just picking the one I want and filling that in when I'm
Okay, I understand.
Yep.
So you could be like,
Because if after you level up later, you get the ability to take a veteran advance, which is taking an ability from another playbook. So they made it so you could add abilities as needed.
So what I have is the heritage is prowl, and the military is command. And then I put my 2 dots into skirmish. So I'm good either at range or up close.
Cool.
And I'm taking tough as nails because that is the best choice. I don't know what you're talking about. And because I have tough as nails, I picked Melvir as my friend. He just sees me all beat up all the time, and picks me up. It's like, what? I'm perfectly fine. It's just it hurts when it's just annoying. It itches. Get it out of me.
It's a bullet in your face.
it's not a good place for bullets. Just
No, it's not. Unless it's your enemy's face.
yeah, I guess that would be okay. Okay, that's the one I want, but let's put the rest of these here.
My problem is Vice. I don't know what to take. I have 2 islands, but for what I have in mind, I think I might go Obligation.
Obligation. You're devoted to a family, a cause, an organization, a charity, etc.
The Skovlander refugees, because I was from the Skovlander military.
That makes sense.
The other one was pleasure, and I'm just like, do you own up to like not being able to do anything in the war, or do you just say fuck that and try to overindulge in something to take your mind off of it? It was a hard decision.
Oh.
So whenever I need to de-stress, I visit the Skovlander refugees and help them out.
But I mean, that's kind of a nice thing to do. Just
Yep.
I mean, I would almost consider that a virtue.
Well, like, I could have done something else and then been able to take people with me. But I could still take people with me, it's just gonna be really awkward. Like, hey, we're taking care of these people.
I mean, that's happened to me before. For volunteer. It's like, guess what you're doing today? Oh. Okay. I guess that's what I'm doing. Type thing. I'm almost done entering in all these abilities.
Yay.
Ooh, another thing. Because I'm a hound, I get a hunting pet. A trained hunting pet, which is an expert hunter. Do you want to go over its qualities with me?
Uh,
no.
did you take the
I get it automatically. It's part of my.
Yeah,
like,
but if you don't take the upgrade to it from the special abilities, it's just a normal animal.
still a trained hunting animal.
Yes.
All that does is it makes it so it can go after supernaturals more efficiently.
Yeah, it automatically becomes. It's just an expert hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Hello,
I was thinking
merchant.
because
We're
it's a
playing.
bird, loyal
Oh.
to me. Because it's my bird, I should say. It's loyal to me, and
Hello, merchant. We're playing a game.
well, I have to look up the thing again. I think the flaw I want would be savage because it's a bird. Scream, motherfucker. Cohorts. So yeah,
And
my
does-
edge.
does
is
Birdie have a name?
loyal. Silver.
Silver?
Yeah.
I've added it to the crew sheet.
So do I do anything with the spider items?
Lose.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
You can read them over if you want to, but the way items and carrying stuff works in this game is at the start of a mission I'll ask you what your load is. Pick light, normal, or heavy. If you pick light, you can carry 3 things. If you pick normal, you can carry 5 things, but it looks like you're a thug or an underworld character to the casual observer. If you're light, you just look like a normal person. If you're heavy, you look seriously decked out for war, and you can carry 6 things. And then at any time during a mission, you can just say, well, of course I have blah, 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 blah. And then you click a box on your item thing, and as long as you have boxes, as long as you don't click boxes greater than your load, you can keep clicking boxes to just pull stuff out of your trick hat, so to speak.
Okay. I'll probably
Um,
need that to be re-explained to me. But
Probably.
Okay. Kitty.
Yes.
I think I want two edges and 2 flaws because independent sounds like it'd be a good thing for my bird. So like it can like if I'm being attacked, maybe it'll come and protect me,
Right.
or I can send it to do something.
Yep.
And then I was thinking wild because he's kind of an animal,
All right.
like little loud. The boss. I don't get like some of this would work, but I could see loud. I could see it's just a little out there. Like to me, it's my trained friend, my best friend. To everyone else, it's oh my god, don't get that near me, bird. that might just tear my eyes out.
All right. Cool.
so is there a list of like vices or something that I should be?
Yeah.
It is the short list is on page 55.
Ooh.
I know I saw like the longer list that has like purveyors.
Well, I mean,
Right?
there's already like immediately 3 in the vices that I'm into, so
Woo.
I mean, between luxury, pleasure, and weird, I mean, those are like perfect. That's like me in real life.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I could change your mind. We could both be pleasure and just get drunk or have sex or do drugs. It'd be amazing.
I think getting drunk and drugs are under the stupor category.
Oh. They're here under pleasure. It says gratification from lovers, food, drink, drugs, art, theater, etc. So anything you could do for fun, basically. Sounds like with that
The
etc.
oblivion of abusive drugs, drinking, and basically super is you do it too much. Oblivion to abusive drugs, drinking to excess. You beat him to a pulp in a fighting pit. Just because that's always fun.
Yeah.
I'm torn. I'm really torn between pleasure and luxury. Cause like, I like me shinies too.
Yeah, it works.
You know what? Let's go with pleasure. Pleasure just makes sense. It's not as expensive. Sometimes you can make money with that too.
Alright. What under that currently has you hooked?
Hmm.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doo. 1 second. Keep pressing this button until I get what I want. There we go. Do you like drink?
I'm leaning towards the more sexy time.
Alright, so do you...
Sexy
No,
time
you don't
and or
want to
theater.
there.
Both of those are good.
Let's see here. Then your purveyor could be Madame Tesselin
How do you spell
of
that?
the Red Lamp in Silkshore. Could be the Silver Swan in the Brightstone Canals, and the purveyor is Eldrin Pritchard.
Oh,
Which one of these
Madame
is-
Teslin sounds fantastic.
Alright.
Now I actually do want to switch my vice around, but I don't know. Because then we could help each other, and it's amazing.
I mean, I don't know. We can go help refugees and make that a good time too, you know. They need some lovin' too.
I generally think it's more interesting if each character has something different.
Mm-hmm. But hey, she could always invite me over, and then I could give her bonus dice.
Indeed.
Mm.
Refugees know how to party. Okay, so is there anything in particular that I need to put anywhere?
Let's see here. Na, 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 na. I think if you have your vice. Oops. I lost the page. 1 second. Then you just need your name, your alias, and your look. And if you look at page 56, there's a handy dandy looks table.
Ooh, good.
Also names if you need them.
Okay, so names. Ooh, that's actually a nice name. I don't know how you pronounce it really, but it looks pretty in writing. It's like Emmeline.
My character's alias is Gunner.
Emmeline.
Because firearms. Yeah, obvious choice. Her name is Marceline.
I also like Naria. That's a good name there too. Either that there, or I might go with Draylin, because that's a name that I also like. Let's see for a last
Now,
name.
do you go by an alias or do you go by your name?
Well, I probably will go mostly by my alias, but my name is very important too.
It is.
I like that. They call me Waylon Draylin. They only call me that at the Red Lamp Brothel. For an alias. What would be a good alias for her? Ooh, I like that already. Let's see, can I do something with that? That's a trickier one.
Vixen.
Ooh. Yes. I hadn't even gotten that far down the list. Yes. There we go. I like it. Also sometimes Vicky. Because Vixen's a lot to say. And then looks. So do I just take like a bunch of these words? Or am I like looking for like...
You take one from the first row, and then the second row describes like your build, and then the italicized thing, if you take, I think, one from each column?
Okay.
Oh, I just did whatever.
Yeah, you can do whatever, but I don't know if...
She's a woman,
Is this-
college shirt, work trashers, slim jacket, and tall boots.
Yeah, no, it's alphabetized, so one from each column doesn't actually work. But yeah. Yeah, the top one is obvious, then the middle one is middle paragraph, quote, quote, is like build, and then the italicized stuff is all close. There's no really set order to...
Okay. Yeah, I think I want Definitely want fitted leggings. Leggings are important. Let's do... Oh, where'd that go? There we go. But I want to know what else am I wearing? I think... Ooh, no, there we go. We've got a long coat, some fitted leggings. Super sexy. Um, let's have... What kind of shoes do I want? I also think tall boots works well. I think that's the important stuff. I wear a lot of grays. A lot of grays and blacks. Oh. Something beeped. I don't know what it was.
That was an error.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. That's not good. What the? A D3? A D6?
Yeah, I was trying to roll 2 dice separately, but I forgot the way you do that.
So I've got that in there. Delicate woman with a long coat, fitted leggings, and tall boots.
There we go.
Do I have to
Cool.
do anything to like save it or anything else like that?
No, it saves every time you tab to a new thing.
Okay.
Or
My
put somewhere
character
else
is
on the
now athletic because that makes sense.
How do I change the rar to...
Oh. What do you want it to say?
I mean, Vicky or Vixen or Draylin or...
There you go.
Yay.
There we go.
Perfect.
Dum-dum-dum. And then somehow I missed something
Oh no.
because Elegant Syntax has no friends or rivals.
What?
Yes.
I mean, I don't need
This-
rivals, but like friends, I would really like some of them.
So yeah, this was apparently step 6. Choose a close friend and a rival. There's a list under the spider, under page
81.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why don't you choose one of them to be your friend and one of them to be your rival?
Okay, so...
Personally, I like Salia, but it's
Yeah, I was
all
gonna
up to
say,
you.
Salia is likely gonna be my friend. Uh,
There's all that juicy information.
yeah. Salia's definitely my friend. My rival... I mean, I would say Jaren? The archivist.
Jaren.
He's just obsessed with me a little bit. I mean, can you blame him? I'm super cute.
Jared. I think he's died in every single game I've watched.
That's unfortunate for him.
Don't worry, I have a long rifle. we can make this happen again.
Alright. I've added those to your sheet.
I see them, thank you.
And that should be everything.
Woo!
Yay, we have characters!
So I rolled a 3 and a 3. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Alright. Where did I leave that? Right. Alright, so we're gonna do a little scene setting,
Ooh.
and if we need to go when we're done, then I guess we'll be done for today.
Got about 25 more minutes before.
Yep. I have noted that. So so in the TV show that is our game, we see the after the opening credits or whatever, we see, or probably during the opening credits, we see the camera pan across the inky black sea with twinkling stars in the bottom of the ocean, under the black sky as there is no sun in this world. And over across the sea to a city on the side of the side of a continent, surrounded by a giant bubble of flashing, crackling purple lightning. And we dive through the barrier over the city with its tall Victorian era buildings and its many, many lightning towers on the edge. And we pass by through Charter Hall, and we see the tower, the bell tower that rings when most people die.
But not all people.
Not all people, as we know from crew creation. And we see the Death Seeker crows hanging out above the tower, around the tower in their roost. And we pan through Brightstone's lit up district where a good portion of the nobles live. And we pan across the docks with all the laborers, and through Crow's Foot, with its many tiers of small ramshackle metallic and wooden shacks stacked up on top of each other, and through Char Hollow, which is with its really rundown small things, and up through Coleridge, with its factories and warehouses, around the train station, through Night Market, which, with its hustle and bustle of merchant stalls and shops and all sorts of various places to get various things, and into Six Towers, with like every street seems to have an abandoned building on it, where there's no, it's like boarded up windows and other things like that. And we pan into one, and we see your characters, and they look like they're waiting for someone. So, start with one of you. What do you look like when you're waiting?
Do you want to start, Devil, or?
You can go. Unless you're asking me to start, because then.
Well, I mean, I just, yeah.
Gunner is looking around, dressed in her, like, what looks like work gear, like work trousers, a jacket, boots. She's tapping her foot, trying to find the person they're waiting for. That's what you see of Gunner.
So, Vicky is... Do we have, like, something she could be, like, sitting on?
Yeah, there's like maybe some crates.
Okay, so yeah, I can work with that. So Vicky is sitting on some crates, looking kind of annoyed a little bit, cross-legged. Her arms are crossed, and she's kind of staring off into space, but like mean staring off into space, like kind of like I want to punch somebody right now, but I gotta sit here and wait.
Alright.
She's thinking of all the cruel things she can do to whoever's making her wait.
Yeah. And the person who you are waiting for is Lydra. And in she walks. She's slim. She's wearing... she's got some work boots as well. She has a long scarf that she wears over her heavy leather jacket.
Ooh.
And she has some normal trousers. And she walks in and she sets an envelope on the crate nearest to Vixen, and she looks at the both of you and says, "Well, another job."
It's about time. I get up.
Yeah,
It's like,
someone wants some very specific.
what do they want? I grabbed the letter from her.
Some very specific killings, and they're paying 8 coin for this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
8 coins is good, right? Just
Okay, so in this game, coin, capital C, is a unit of money that is the mechanical currency, and 1 coin is like a full purse of silver pieces or a week's wage.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's like...
So yeah, 8 coin is a good monthly take for a small business, a small safe full of coins and valuables.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that works. That works. So I'm like, I open up the letter.
Yep.
I look
The letter describes 5 places. There's like a place in Silkshore, a place in just on the outskirts of Brightstone, but not really in Brightstone. It's more of a Six Towers Brightstone territory. Across a spot in Night Market, a spot in Dunslow, and a spot in Crowsfoot. And they want 5 people dead at those places, and there's like some very specific instructions on how to take care of them. So like
God.
they have to be killed with a knife.
As
And
long
so
as-
that's basically.
As long as Madame Teslin's not on the list, I'm probably okay then.
There's nobody on the list.
Oh, okay. It's like specific.
Specific. You have to kill them in a specific way at a specific place, but they don't really care who it is.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it a lot easier.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So they're all with knives. This is a shame.
So there was a thing in Silkshore. Brightstone / Six Towers, sort of. There was one in Crowsfoot, right?
Yep.
One in Dunslow. And Night Market.
Yep.
This is why you're the brains.
I know, I need to take notes so that I can at least pretend like I've got brains.
Yep.
Okay, so... And do we know what the specifics are for each of these places, or...
Yeah, you do. It's in everything's detailed in the letter.
Okay, so I can just assume my characters know that, or...
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
I don't need to take notes on that. I look at her, I'm like, this seems alright. I'm just happy to have something to do.
Like, I now like walk over and read the letter because I let her do it first.
Yeah, I pass it to you. I'm done with the letter. I'm good.
It's in very flowy, like wavy script.
Oh God.
So it looks like it was probably written by like a noble or someone of higher status.
Station.
So this is just a person looking to put on a show, cause some chaos, or looking for a distraction.
Well, money is money.
Yeah, well, I don't care. We're gonna, we'll do it. We'll find some people. I mean, we just need to decide where now. Where should we start? I mean, we should definitely save Silkshore for last, because, like, while we're there, I may as well stop in at the brothel. And, you know, that's a good way to celebrate finishing a good job, right? Yeah, I think so. So I look over to Gunnar and I'm like, Gunnar, what do you think? Where should we go? What should we do here? Like, sorry. I'm looking for your opinion.
And she's going to look confused. In and out of character, like all the names just flew over my head, so I don't know where other than Silkshore. I think she would just
I mean, I'm leaning towards starting just at the Brightstone 6 towers, and because like we can go there, then we could circle to Crow's Foot,
Okay.
then Dunslow, Night Market, and then we're close to home, and then, like I said, Silkshore for last because that's where my brothel is.
So why don't we go to Night Market first and then go around, because then we can.
Okay, yeah, that works too. Okay, so let's. I look at the description specifically for what they're looking for Night Market.
Yeah, there's like a back room in like a little stall that they want someone in.
Okay.
You know, and yeah.
And just like murdered with a knife.
Yep.
It's not my specialty, but I can try.
I don't know. Do I have weapon specialties or anything like that?
There's
If-
common weapons, common items that you can use as
Yeah.
one of your load. Like
So-
you just get special. You get your special playbook gear, and then you get common gear that is standard items on page 88. Like a blade or two, throwing knives, a pistol, or heavy single shot breech, loading firearm, large weapon, an unusual weapon, which is something that Gunner has. Eventually, you shall find out what it is.
Okay, so I. Let's see here.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Maybe we can seduce someone into getting into this room, rather than just be waiting there.
Yeah, we can definitely play up the like. I need to get like hot and bothered. Let's go into this back room that you clearly have a key for, person of interest. And we could definitely play that up.
Alright, so we're starting in Night Market.
We are.
Alright, 1 second. We I am searching the PDF.
We.
Alright, so the way planning in this game works is it tries to make sure that players don't take forever trying to account for every single contingency by consolidating it into 6 different types of plans with a single detail and then rolling dice.
Okay.
Okay.
So the plans are assault, deception, stealth, cult, social, or transport.
I think you're doing deception.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, deception is to lure, trick, or manipulate, and the detail you need to provide me is the method of deception.
So just 2 girls looking to get lucky.
Basically.
Lovely. So then we determine how many dice you get to roll for the engagement roll. And so it is this point where I should talk about how the game actually works. The way this works is you assemble a pool of dice and then you roll them. If you get a 1 through 3, it's a failure. A 4 or 5, you get what you want, but there is an additional complication. The complication can sometimes, if you're fighting someone, this complication can be anything from you lose your weapon to you take a stab after you stabbed them, sort of a thing. And then if you roll a 6, you get exactly what you want, and there's no penalties at all. So you're rolling, the more dice you roll, the higher chance you have of your highest dice being a 6. And then if you're rolling, for whatever reason, if you're rolling 0 dice, you're gonna roll 2 dice and take the lowest. We are lucky enough to have the really nice handy dandy character sheets, so that whenever you need to roll an action or anything, you can just find the appropriate macro on your character sheet. So if you're looking at your character sheet and you click, say you want to study a situation, you can just click the study word on the right hand side, and it will prompt you through some dialogue boxes to set up the roll. The first thing I think is position. A position can either be controlled, risky, or desperate. Anytime you roll a desperate roll, you get XP in the action that you rolled. But desperates also have the worst consequences. If you're rolling desperate, this won't happen always, but desperate is the territory where I can start inflicting lethal harm.
Ooh.
So I think we've talked about the harm clock a little bit. It's on your sheet. Lethal harm is level 4 harm. If you take it, you're dead. Anytime I announce what a consequence is, you can choose to resist it after I announce it. And resist, you'll choose one of your 3 main stats, Insight, Prowess, or Resolve, and you'll roll that. The dice generated for that is based on the number of dots in the first column. So the more dots, the more spread out, the more wide you build, the less likely you'll be able to, the less you'll take consequences, because you'll be rolling more dice to resist. When you resist, instead of, if you choose to resist, you always resist the consequence, but you gain stress when you resist. Stress is like a second HP, but not really. You can gain stress at any time to give yourself more effect, a better position, or another dice. Also, before you roll your dice, you can also accept or entertain a devil's bargain, which is I or another player comes up with something that complicates the situation, and that happens regardless of what you roll. But you get more dice or better effect from it. So that's the devil's bargain is probably one of the most interesting mechanics in this game.
Yeah, because you're setting yourself up to have a guaranteed complication, but
you get better stuff on what you're trying to get. Yeah, if at any point you fill up all your stress, you take a trauma. Traumas are the traumas are listed on your character sheet: cold, haunted, obsessed, paranoid, reckless, soft, unstable, or vicious. The bad thing about trauma is that if you take 4 trauma, your character retires. The good thing about trauma is that if you use if you play towards you role play towards your trauma in a way that negatively affects your score or your mission, you get XP for that. So if you don't have traumas, you can't do that. But yeah. So traumas help you earn XP, but they're closer to you retiring.
don't want to retire. We're young.
Yeah. What else am I missing? The next thing on the dice prompt is effect. It's limited, standard, or great effect. Basically, if you succeed, how much will you get towards your goal? If you have a very lofty goal, you might need great effect to reach it. If you have like, I stabbed this dude in the back, it's probably standard effect. Assuming he's not wearing armor. If you're attacking a ghost and you don't have anything special to deal with ghosts, generally you have 0 effect, which is even worse than limited.
That's
That
when we
makes
run away.
sense.
Yes, that's when you run away. And so yeah, for the engagement roll, we're gonna start with the pool. You start with 1 dice for sheer luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? I don't really think so. You're not like making a big show out of it or busting down doors and dragging people to where you want them to be. And it's not overly complex or contingent on many factors.
No, we just
So-
need to find somebody who wants to get lucky too.
Yeah. Does this plan's detail expose any vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? I'd say so.
They might end up missing
So-
an appendage, you know.
Yeah, citizens of Duskwall are, well, not always the brightest. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
That would have to be our spider.
Well, Celia could provide information about like possible targets, I guess.
Or like,
Or specifically where like the room is that we're.
Yeah, she could probably provide you information of things like how to find a way in that nobody like knows about, or yeah, definitely Salia could find you some information. So you can get an extra dice for that. Are there any enemies or rivals interfering with this operation? There are no enemies. Jaren's not interfering.
he doesn't know about it yet.
Yeah, he's always sort of late to the party.
I mean, he's an archivist. He kind of sits behind a desk all day.
Yeah, he finds out later. He's like intrigued by
Yes.
me, but not ahead of the game.
I don't know if Costa's gonna do anything about this. I don't think she
About it,
knows
right?
about this. So that's gonna be a nope. Are there any other elements you want to consider? Maybe a lower tier target will give you +1 dice. Higher tier target, -1 dice. Let's see. Where's my factions?
I am gonna have to end this soon, guys. So
Yeah, we're almost done.
yeah. I figured as much, but
Let's see here. Where is that faction that I'm looking for? Alright. Citizens of Night Market are not terribly high tier. Are they? Oh, well, they are, actually. Citizens of Night Market are tier 3, so I think
Oh boy.
that gives you 2 dice for the engagement roll.
Okay.
So who wants to roll that?
I don't know how to roll, so
I will teach you. If you are on your sheet, there is a button under your friends called Roll Fortune.
okay.
So you just click that, and it should show you a prompt.
Just 2 dice,
Yep.
and then it says notes. Do I do anything with that?
Engagement roll for Night Market.
Boop.
You got a 4.
A 4.
Not bad.
Alright, so there's a minor complication. And whee! Back up the PDF again. Alright. Alright, so start in a risky position. No.
It's always good when you start in a risky position and you just laugh and say no.
Yeah, my one of the coders that was over was saying something, and I was like, no, that won't work. Alright. Yeah, I think the risky position is that someone thinks you're trying to do it for money, and so the blue coats are looking for you. They're like on the watch for you right now.
Okay.
They haven't found you, and they're not chasing you, but they're on lookout. So
That's not good.
Well,
And,
it's
yeah.
okay. We just have to be careful. That's all.
Yep.
I mean, we're going to be going
So-
inside of a building anyways to bring them into a back room, so we're not going to be on the streets.
Alright, so I have started a clock. Blue coats find you. It has 4 segments, and it has 0 filled in.
Okay.
So, and our camera zooms in after our camera zooms in on Night Market after fading out from the place, and you two are hiding in an alley somewhere in Night Market. And that's where we'll pick it up next week.
That works for me.
Okay.
I already kind of like the storytelling for this game, so I'm really
Yeah,
excited
this
to keep
is-
playing.
This is a fiction first game, so if you think you know what happens, you're wrong. We play to find out what happens, and we let the dice decide.
That sounds good to me. Thank you guys for playing with me today. I'm gonna have to go and do my sign off and all that stuff. So, hearts and hugs to you guys, and I will see you guys later.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do my sign off now.
See you.
Have a good night.
Bye. Good night.
Okay. There we go. Let's do this. Let's do this one. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, and as well as hanging out with Kitty and Devilcore as we begin our adventure into the Blades of Darkness and into this wonderful story of murder. Lots of murder. We're going to have lots of sexy and lots of murder. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. Like I said, this was episode 0, so a lot of setup and just learning. So next time we'll probably dive deeper into the story and have some poor somebody, I don't even know who yet, in Night Market meet their end, hopefully, without too much complications. So hearts, hugs, you guys are all fantastic, all the love to you guys, and if you enjoyed the stream at all, we're going to be doing this on Mondays, so the same time, same place. You can follow me up there to be notified about when I go live if you're not already following me. You can also find me on the interweb, on the Twitters, except it's Twitter just like that. You can also find me on Facebook. I post going live, and I can interact. Not on Facebook. Facebook, I just post going live. But on Twitter, talk to people, all that fun stuff. And we have this really cool, like, newfangled thing called a Discord, where we like to chit-chat when the stream isn't live, especially. So if that's your thing, go ahead and check that out. Now it is same bad time, same bad channel. That's right, Emma. That's a completely 100% right. Same bad time, same... It's the same Ellie time and same Ellie channel, although it is same bad time, same bad channel. But yeah, so we're gonna go find out more about Gunnar and Vixen as they make their way around town, I guess. Yeah, I want to procrastinate so much, but I can't. Hearts, hugs. I'm gonna give Peerless Pixie a host. She's playing Mother 3, which is actually a fantastic game. Love that game. But I'm going to bed, so I will see you guys later. Mwah. Good night.